when it starts on the website.
Okay.
All right, it started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pineapples and Pixels podcast. I'm your host. I'm your host. I'm your host. I hope that doesn't mean anything bad. I'm your host. I'm your host, Pineapple the Fruit, professional fruit. This is my fellow host.
Hello. I'm John Madden, here to narrate the next 30 minutes of our football experience.
Yeah, man, I love football. Yeah, it's 8-bit. Yeah. That's us. We love football.
Yeah, man. That moment when John Madden maddened.
Oh my god. It was amazing,
Yes,
man.
someone made him very angry, so he got John Madder.
Dude, that one point when Michael Jordan scored a 3-pointer, he kicked from first down. It was great.
What about the moment where John Batista scored three
Batista.
consecutive goals by punting the ball across the field?
I think it was way more impressive.
I mean, that's got to be difficult. I mean,
I don't know. I think it was way more impressive when I think it was way more impressive when Mr. Football scored a Batista. Like that's got to be worth like 12 points. Like that was crazy.
That's fair. I mean, you have to hit it with this little tiny you got to hit it with this long stick, and you got to hit it into a hole that's a million miles away.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how people play it. God, if people actually think we're talking about football or like football at all, they've got to be so fucking angry right now.
I hope Don's not in the chat. He fucking loves football.
He should be in the chat. This is... It's weird when people talk about football and like those, you know, the news channels, I think the news football channels.
Yeah.
They talk about it like they talk about politics. Actually, no, they get more angry
they do
about football than they do about politics, and it's really weird.
Dude.
They're so passionate about a bunch of strong men throwing a ball at each other on a field.
Dude, fields are very angering. I heard fields are very controversial.
These people who talk about it on these shows, they get fucking pissed. Like they're screaming.
Oh no, yeah, I've seen that.
It's weird.
Oh my god, you have no idea, dude. The rivalries that spawn because
like,
of
almost
sports.
Stab each other over a bunch of men throwing balls at each other.
I've heard stories of people genuinely not wanting to be friends because they like different football teams. Like they liked enemy football teams. It was bad shit, dude.
That's weird.
It's a war zone out there.
It's a war zone. My group of strong men that throw balls at each other is better than your group of strong men that throw balls at each other.
How dare you! You don't even know what football is! It's not just a bunch of strong men throwing footballs at each other! It's a bunch of strong men throwing footballs really good!
I mean, no disrespect to people who like football, but it's weird looking from the outside in.
Yeah. Although I feel like a lot of things look weird if you don't know anything about it.
Yeah. The way we just talked about football is probably the way people who play football talk about video games.
I mean, honestly, a lot of the things that we just shat on football for super applies to video games too.
Things,
yeah. Like just look at the console wars. Oh my god.
They're fucking stupid. Somebody's like, no man, I don't need to be friends anymore. My box that I spent an absurd amount of money on makes pictures on a TV better than yours does.
Well, I'm elitist because my box costed more than yours.
I sold a whole kidney for my computer box.
Well, I bought a bunch of boxes and
And
sold
I'm
them
going to
online.
judge you for it. I'm going to now poor shame you because my box with an Apple logo on it is costed more to me. I will now treat you as less than human because of that.
God, I can't believe you
PC
get that
Master Race
box.
people are annoying.
Oh yeah, no, it's awful. And I feel like
that's real cool, man. That's real cool. Your gaming computer you spent $1,200 on is more powerful than the PlayStation 5. But guess what?
and I do feel like
I don't have $1,200.
Yeah, and I do feel like I see more toxic PC people than I do toxic console owners.
No, that's very true. This is coming from two people who have gaming PCs, and it's very true that like half of the gaming PC community is really annoying.
Oh yeah, no, it's awful. As people who own both, I guess.
Yeah, we own both.
I mainly play on my PC now, though.
Yeah, me too, honestly. The PC
It's
or my
great.
Switch, that's all I play on.
I
really
haven't
like
touched my Switch in so long.
Yeah.
I lost
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
stand.
true. Oh, really?
I don't know how. It fell off my bed, and then I looked at it, and my stand was gone.
Oh.
So I have to buy a new one.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know how it happened. It ran away,
That
dude.
sucks. Yeah, I haven't touched my Switch much.
It ran away like John Madden ran away from the soccer ball.
Yeah. I still haven't finished Bowser's Fury at all. I have touched my Switch a little bit. I've played a few games. I've played some Donkey Kong. I've been playing a lot of the original Donkey Kongs.
I've been playing Galaxy, but other than that,
Yeah.
I only picked it up recently because I was like, I want to play Mario.
Yeah, not a lot of new stuff I've been playing. Not a lot of new stuff to have.
I
to
don't
play.
have. I don't think it. I don't have the money for games, but I think even if I did, the only game I would buy is like Persona 5 Strikers.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even be able to play it because I haven't finished fucking Persona 5.
Yeah.
It's so goddamn long. I have like
I haven't
110
been
hours
playing
on it.
A lot recently because I've been at my job.
Yeah,
I had a really bad first week, but it's getting a lot better now.
that's
I
good.
did like only 3 days this week, so that was nice.
Have you been waking up and then going to work, or do you have time before you go to work to do things?
I have time, but it's at such an odd hour that I have no motivation to actually play something because I won't have enough time to enjoy it.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like 4 to 5, or not 4 to 5. It's around 4 or 5 that I'll go in.
Oh.
So I need to leave the house by 3:45 or 4:45.
I mean, I'm
Up
normally
till
up by
around
like
10.
I'm normally up by like 11. You can call me up.
Yeah. I'm up by about 11 as well, but on the average day, I have schoolwork I have to do for as well.
Oh,
So-
really?
Yeah, I still have to do schoolwork, so
I thought you were on break.
I just started break.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Like I literally just started break.
Oh.
I have really good luck with that though, because my work schedule actually lines up really well with it. I don't go in till next Saturday.
Oh my god. Oh my
So-
god. That's so good.
Yeah, I get a whole week off of all responsibilities, which is nice.
Whoa. That's really
I only
good.
get 1 week off from school, but oh well.
I got I think a week and a half.
Mm.
I don't know why they took 2 days off. They had no reason to, but they did.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, mine ended on a Thursday instead of a Friday for some reason. They took 1 day off for some
That's
odd reason. I don't
odd.
know why they do.
That is really weird.
Yeah.
Well,
The few times I have been playing video games, I've been playing VR.
oh
I've
yeah,
played a
you got your headset.
I've played a lot of Battle Talent.
Oh yeah, I got hooked on that game too because you told me to
So
get it.
good,
It's so good. I wish it
but
were
it gets
multiplayer.
boring.
It gets what?
Boring after a while if you've played it too much. Like it's great, but
Whenever I get bored, I just start punching things. I learned you can use your fist, and it's incredibly viable because you can also grab things. So I just started punching
yeah,
things.
I haven't actually done that. What I usually do
I
is
just go full Doom.
you can throw the weapon and pull it back.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing about it. I like to just see what I can do.
Oh my
Well, things
god.
I can do. Like
You
attack
can
people with it.
literally be Captain America.
You can. It's like Thor's hammer. But
Oh
with a
my
sword.
god. I tried Captain America too. It was sick. I just threw shield and retracted it, and it was perfect.
I haven't unlocked the shield yet.
I haven't unlocked the shield, but I went into sandbox mode and then stole a shield from one of the
There's a
things.
sandbox mode. I remember there's a
Uh,
sandbox mode.
I played it. Yeah, I played it a lot. There's a sandbox mode that you can unlock.
I'm gonna play with that eventually. Then
It's although I still don't understand the deflecting mechanics.
Mhm.
Like when the sword glows red and you have to deflect it. I don't understand that. I have
Hmm.
tried ever so hard, but I still can't get it right.
The sword glowing red. You have to.
Yeah,
I
and you
don't
have to
know.
hit it back. I either hit it too lightly,
Wow.
or I miss, or they hit me for some reason, and it's like so hard to predict.
Hmm.
But after a
Oh.
while, it was fun. It was
Yeah.
good still.
Yeah, it's a very fun VR game.
It's so much
but I have
fun.
noticed one problem with VR thus far is that I think I'm running out of games.
Already, dude?
I need something new.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if games didn't cost so goddamn much.
Yeah. $20 for VR games is a lot.
I mean,
And
it
like I
makes
know it's
sense
less than
because it probably
$60.
costs more resources than a normal
Yeah.
game to make a VR game. But
Yeah.
it's still like, oh my god.
It's a
It costs
lot.
so much goddamn money. Actually, I don't know why it would cost more. Because the only thing that changes is the way the player interacts with the game.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess you have to atone for that, but
Hmm.
I don't know.
$20 is cheaper than $60 price tags, yes, but VR games are short.
Yeah, you gotta understand that when you pay $15, $20 for a VR game, you're not getting like a full indie game, you're getting like an arcade game, basically.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not bad. I mean, most of the good stuff, like, there's not a lot of full story VR games out right now, just because there's not AAA publishers on this.
Yeah.
Most of the games that are being made for it are just fun it's multiplayer. The three most popular things right now are literally any type of multiplayer, social, and
Yeah.
after that is just like simulators, basically.
Yeah, that's the problem. A lot of it's social, and I want to have single player experiences.
Yeah, and again, once you get
Not a lot of
Half-Life Alex, it's
single
going to be amazing. But what do you do after Half-Life
Oh, yeah.
Alex?
So excited for Half-Life Alex, but it's gonna be so long until I get that.
I feel like it's going to be better once you get the PC VR stuff, because then you have like Boneworks.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It's gonna be better once I have an actual PC VR system, but
Yeah.
the GPU market collapsed and is still collapsed, and it will be for a long time.
Oh my god.
At least a year. It's gonna be a while
So
before
awful.
that whole situation gets less.
Although,
broken.
I have one game that I saw that I think might fill your void. It just looks
Okay.
really fucking sick.
Hmm.
It's a VR MMO. It's called Zenith.
Zenith. It's a VR MMO. That intrigues me. I've never actually played many.
It's
MMOs,
not
but
out
I
yet.
really like the concept.
It's
of
not
them.
out yet, but this is a VR game
Especially
to
in
look forward
Discord.
to.
You're streaming Discord.
I am streaming my right monitor.
This is
Discord
Discord.
Discord just
At the
happens to
moment.
be on my right monitor.
Okay. Look at that, John Madden.
John Madden. Fucking love John Madden. I just love football.
Nothing happened with John Madden. I have no idea who he is still.
We doomed to a worse fate.
This game looks freaking sick.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love the art style. I don't know if it'll
That's a
look
good
like
art
this on Quest. It says it's on the
Yeah.
Oculus Quest platform,
We'll
but this
see.
looks a little much for Quest. A darkness. But it looks sick.
That does look really cool.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yeah, I always loved the idea of like an MMO in VR.
I'm not gonna
That's
play.
a really cool
I'm not
concept.
gonna play the whole trailer in case of copyright infringement. But this game
Yeah.
looks sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll
Like,
definitely check it out. Zenith.
yeah,
keep
I
looking
don't
for
know when it's going to come out. It's not out yet. It says launch trailer, but it didn't launch, so I don't know what they're on about.
Mm.
But I am mega excited for it. Have you checked
Yeah.
out Ancient Dungeon yet?
I've definitely played that. That got a massive update recently.
Oh, it did!
played it
It's so sick! It's so much
It's
harder.
really cool. It's very difficult. That's why I haven't played it a ton, but it's
It-
really cool.
It got so much harder on the new update.
Might want to stop streaming.
To you?
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that the Ancient Dungeon update was really cool.
They added,
They added, like,
so much
lore.
crap, yeah.
They added complete redesigns of just the dungeons in general,
It
how
is-
they work.
Yeah, it is insane.
It's very difficult.
You can tell that they are very passionate about it. It is
Yeah.
very difficult though. You have to actually learn how to time things. You got to learn much
Yeah.
about the enemies. Like they added so many enemies in the new thing.
Those those infected zombies killed
Yeah.
me so many times. Those things are so
Dude,
annoying.
they didn't dash at
They
you
scared
before.
the shit out of me the first time
Yeah,
I met them.
the thing is, they scared me too because they didn't dash at you before. So I walked up to it and went,
Yeah.
"Oh, this will be easy," and then they fucking launched at me. It was
And then you watch,
terrifying.
you're like, oh god, no! It was terrifying the first time. Yeah,
Oh my god!
That's the first
I
time
was
I've
not
been scared in
expecting
VR.
it.
that scared the shit out of me.
And that
Oh, it was
game,
great,
that
though.
game has a frightening aesthetic too. It's
Yeah.
it's so dark. Although
I'm very
the-
intrigued by the lore they're adding because I read a
yeah.
little bit of it. It's really interesting, and I'm sure someone's gonna make a YouTube video on it
oh yeah,
someday.
it's so good.
So the lore looks really interesting.
And also, this is the smallest thing, but they added Bloom, and it looks really good because I haven't seen
Oh,
Bloom
yeah,
in
I
another
agree.
VR game before, so it just looks
Bloom
really
looked
good.
really good for the quest.
Which is surprising.
Yeah,
Ugh. I
looked
don't
really good.
actually know what good single player games there are on Quest other than like Star Wars.
Yeah, that's the problem with the quest. I'm sure there's a lot of fun I can have that I haven't yet, but it's just that there's so many multiplayer games.
Yeah, that it kind of drowns out everything else because everyone always talks about the multiplayer
Yeah.
games.
And I'd like to check those out, but I need to have time to actually do that, and I haven't had the time until around now.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, I found this. I found this driving game, the racing game. I found a racing game, and it was fucking terrifying.
Oh,
it was awful, dude. Like I was. I think that was the most scared I've been in VR was when I had to freaking turn and I hit the wall.
Mm.
Awful.
Speaking of scared in VR, I recently watched a video by LS Mark,
Uh-huh.
and he was doing a retrospective on the Five Nights at Freddy's games.
Yeah.
It was really interesting to look at them, but the VR one actually looks really interesting.
Oh yeah. No. Okay. No bullshit. The VR FNAF game is probably the best game to come out
Yeah,
from FNAF.
that's the best thing that ever happened to that franchise.
Uh-huh.
Because after a while, like after the first two, honestly, that formula got really boring of just
Yeah.
having jump scares, be it like
I mean, the only
building of
reason.
suspense was nice, but then the payoff is just, oh no, a jump scare anyways.
Yeah, that way of delivering
is
the
just
story. Yeah, the way of delivering fear and story that wasn't fun, which is why I think UCN was so successful, because it wasn't banking on fear. It was just a fun arcadey type game.
Yeah.
That just took advantage of the funner mechanics in FNAF.
Yeah.
Like, it played to its strengths.
Mm-hmm.
But
in VR,
literally is a different
the game
story.
In VR, in and of itself,
like
makes that franchise better.
That is all they did, and it's fucking terrifying.
It is. There is more.
Oh my god!
There's like little things you do occasionally. Like
there's mini games.
Up into like the mouth of one of them at some point.
Yeah, I've actually played this game. I own this game. I own this game. I don't own it on Quest. Nice. I own it on PSVR. But this game, it is just adding it into VR makes FNAF so much more terrifying.
Yeah.
And it is, at least in the regular Office segments where it's just one to one with the regular games.
Yeah.
The only reason it is that much more terrifying is because everything is to scale.
Yeah.
So instead of being alerted and being like, oh, it's gonna get me, you see this fucking 8-foot tall fucking animatronic bear.
Yeah.
And everything moves. Like, it's not just everything teleports, everything moves. So you see it walking towards you in the hall. And, like, what do you do at that point? There's a giant fucking metal robot walking towards you. You're dead, right?
Yeah. Do we have music playing, by the way?
Yeah, I do. It's not fitting at all for the conversation, but I have it playing.
Yeah. No, that, like, I think a lot of people underestimate how much VR changes a game.
Oh, yeah.
It completely redefines how a game is.
It completely redefines how a player interprets a game.
Yeah, it's not just some gimmick. It puts you in the game.
It's not like just I'm playing with a different controller.
You're in it.
Yeah.
You have a full 360 range of movement. It's like the jump from 2D to 3D.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
I would say VR is as big as Mario going to 3D. It's like Mario 64.
Oh yeah, it was the difference is definitely there. I wish it was as big as Mario's jump to 3D was.
It depends on the games. I would say Half-Life Alyx is a
Oh, Half-Life Alyx was big. Half-Life Alyx was big. That was a big jump for the industry, and I hope more people jump on that. But the problem with that is
it's too expensive for most people.
No, it's most publishers aren't like Steam, where they have a VR headset or they have a primarily PC platform. And that's the thing, is that this mostly targets PC. And if we're being honest, most companies get most of their money from console sales, probably, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
The only platform that has had the most success was the PSVR, and they had some sick games on there. Like, there were so many good first-party games in there.
I think was Help Wanted one of those?
Help Wanted did originally launch on PSVR, yeah.
Oh, neat. Yeah, so it had a lot of neat ones. I will say I still think it's in the more experimental phase. It's starting to not be that, but I will say it's still very much a niche.
Yeah.
That's growing, but I think VR is a potential future of gaming in a way.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when I say that though, I mean it in a different way than most people tend to say, because most people will say that and think it's going to replace things. I don't think that's the case.
No.
I think
3D games didn't replace.
I think the future of VR-based gaming would be something akin to the Switch.
Oh yeah.
A hybrid.
That's really good.
So you would have, it'd be like the Switch. You'd have the little console, and then you could pick up the console, and it had a VR headset piece on it, so you could have VR with the console as well.
They're
like
totally
a link
not
cable.
Gonna do that though. They're just gonna be like, oh, you pick it up and you play the console through your headset.
Yeah, something like that.
Or it should be like the Virtual Boy, where it sits on a stand.
Oh no. But I'm thinking that's something along the lines of what they would do, because obviously you can't actually replace all types of video games with
No.
VR. Certain games have to be flat screen, like
Uh-huh.
platformers. 3D platformers have to be. But other games can be VR. So I think a hybrid console would be a very interesting way to take the VR industry.
Oh yeah. And it's just like how how 3D didn't replace 2D,
Yeah,
or how movies didn't replace
that's the way
books,
I see it.
or
I see VR as its own genre of gaming that eventually will happen.
yeah,
It'll be its own little subgenre. Like there'll be 2D games, there's 3D games, and there'll be VR games.
and it'll be sick.
Yeah.
And I think VR, I think the two things that have pushed VR into the mainstream, it's not fully in mainstream, but I think the things that are pushing it right now the most are obviously, excuse me, Half-Life Alyx and the Quest 2. Or not even the Quest 2, just the Quest line. Because I think the biggest thing with VR is that it's never been affordable. I say that, but the consoles cost more than the headsets at this point.
Yeah.
Um, I think the thing with VR is it never seemed like it was worth the price, you know? For to a lot of people. But I think $300 is a lot more reasonable to ask for. And I think especially when you get things like Half-Life Alyx, because the thing about a console, like I've been watching Scott the Woz videos recently, something he said
Yeah.
is that it's really the video games that make the consoles.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
Half-Life Alyx is the main thing that pushed a lot of people to buy a headset.
oh
It's
yeah,
what pushed me to buy a headset, and I haven't even played it yet.
I'm pretty sure Half-Life
And it
Alyx is the most played VR game, like ever now.
probably,
It
yeah.
passed Beat Saber like a month ago.
I'm just waiting for PCs to be available again, and then I'm buying a new one, and I'm playing Half-Life Alyx.
It's gonna be fucking amazing.
I can't wait to. Problem is, there's no PCs.
Oh yeah.
There's
Although,
just none.
and I love. Although I am glad with what Oculus has done with the Oculus Quest 2. It is an amazing product. I wish there was more competition, because right now
Hmm.
all you can really get is the HTC Vive. And you know why that's a great transition is because everything I just said is complete bullshit, and there is competition, and I'm gonna talk about it. So parents, so you remember HTC?
The HTC Vive?
Yeah.
Kind of. You
Well,
were
they
always more into VR than me, so.
yeah, well the HTC Vive was one of the big OGs. I'm pretty sure they kind of pushed the hand controllers into the mainstream.
Hmm.
But then they fell off with the Vive Cosmos because it was a shit headset.
Yeah.
But recently, there are rumors that there is going to be, or not rumors, they're just straight up interviews, and it's been confirmed, I think, that HTC is developing a new Vive standalone headset,
Oh.
just like the Quest 2. Now they have said that they think it's gonna be, they don't think it's gonna be a competitor to the Quest 2, just because
Yeah.
the Quest 2's price point is so goddamn insane. Like $300 for a headset, that's just insane.
Hmm.
But they do think that it's gonna be one of the best headsets that they've ever made,
Hmm.
which is a lot, saying that they made the original HTC Vive.
Yeah. That's something. I think
Uh,
in a few years' time, VR might get to a point where it's at least decently powerful. I'd say give it 5 years, maybe a little bit more.
yeah,
And if we're lucky, it could be to a point where it could run Half-Life Alyx on its own.
that's gonna be insane, man. Like they've gotta push those Snapdragon chips to the frickin'. Is it Snapdragon?
Yeah.
What do they use in the headsets? I think it's
I
Snapdragon.
don't actually know. If it uses
Um,
Snapdragon, I'm pretty sure that's the same chipset my phone uses.
and that would make sense because it's running off Android.
Yeah.
But I think they gotta push. They gotta run out those new Snapdragon chips, dude. If they
Mhm.
really intend to have that kind of processing.
Yeah.
One concept that always fascinated me, but is not practical at all, is fucking VR backpacks, where they literally strap a PC to their back.
Oh, that's a concept.
That is a concept, and it was done. But yeah, I'm really glad to see another big company step out and be like, "No, we're
Mhm.
making an all-in-one VR headset," because that was one of the things with VR is that
Yeah.
it's so expensive to get into it. Because not only do you need $500 for a
Mhm.
headset, you need like $1,000 for a PC.
Yeah, you need a
Um,
bunch of money to play certain games.
yeah. So I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see another company stepping out and being like, "Yeah, no, we're gonna Quest doesn't have monopoly."
Hmm.
Until they
Yeah, that's
cowered
very
behind
nice to see.
Facebook and went, okay, maybe they do.
Hmm.
But I hope that it does, that it is an excellent headset, and that I honestly hope that it is better than the Quest 2, even though I own a Quest 2 and would be sad, because I am genuinely upset that Facebook just has no competition and can literally do whatever they want with their platform because
Yeah.
no one has anything to compare it to. You know?
Hmm.
Like I feel like as soon as someone does it better, then Facebook's gonna step up their game and it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
or maybe people who are afraid of Facebook, will go out and buy headsets and be able to experience VR then. It'll be great.
Yeah.
VR is a very
Hmm.
interesting industry because
It
it's so
is. It's very
niche
interesting. Too.
that
Very unique.
there's honestly like 3 companies.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting industry right now because it's basically it's like the very beginning of video game consoles again.
Oh yeah.
Anyone could really make a console right now, and if they do it well, it could be the next big one.
Oh,
Because there isn't really a brand loyalty right now. No
oh
one's buying a
yeah.
Quest because they really love the Quest franchise.
Yeah.
They're buying a Quest because it's the best option.
I'm pretty sure if there was literally any other option at that price point, people would buy it just because it's
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah.
And honestly, hardware-wise, the Quest 2 isn't even that well designed. Like they have to
No.
underclock the CPU massively because they don't have a good cooling. They don't have a good way to cool a
Yeah.
headset.
So it's very new still. Yeah, I would say it's very much still decently experimental, but very interesting still as well. A lot of people could definitely work on that.
Huh.
How is the Quest 2 with the link cable? Because I'm not able to use it
I
yet.
okay. Mm. The only 2 games that I have played, are Vivecraft
Hmm.
and Phasmophobia.
Hmm.
Phasmophobia is poorly optimized and is not a good example of your normal VR experience.
Yeah.
So I'm throwing that out and saying that my only game I played is Vivecraft. um, and Vivecraft was fucking amazing. Like it ran really well.
Minecraft
Um,
one?
the Minecraft, Java Minecraft, it ran really well.
Oh, wow.
It felt really good. I cried.
Hmm.
My friend terrorized me. That was amazing. No, it's really, it was really good. It was a really good experience. I I haven't, from what I've played of other headsets, it is definitely comparable to regular headsets. It's better than the Rift S.
Huh.
I haven't played the Rift S, but
Hmm.
from what I've heard, the Quest 2 with Link is just genuinely better than the Rift S.
Hmm. Nice. I really hope I get a compatible PC soon because I really want to try out. Because Vivecraft you can play on servers, right?
Oh yeah.
I really want to check out my Minecraft base on Bitcraft in VR.
Oh my god. And especially in Minecraft, it's so terrifying because you know how everyone was like everything's a meter in Minecraft, but it didn't matter because everything was also kind of proportional to the player.
Yeah.
That does not apply when you're in VR.
I
Everything
know.
is fucking huge in Minecraft.
I want to see that. That's what I want to experience. I want to see that. But I can't until graphics cards exist again.
Well, you should do one of those VR performance
The-
tests just to see if your computer could run it. And then if it
No,
could
the
run it,
problem is I genuinely can't. My graphics card isn't supported.
well, I'm saying if you could say if you could run it, then maybe we could try and find a workaround like with ALVR or something.
Hmm. Maybe. How would I do a performance test? I'm pretty
Uh,
sure I could run it. I just need to know what the workaround would be.
there are ones on Steam. Well, there are services that distribute it wirelessly, and while the internet might not be that great, but
Yeah. That is one thing I've considered is getting a Wi-Fi extender so that I have a slightly better connection in my room,
oh yeah.
and then using virtual desktop
Hmm.
to stream it.
And it'll probably be better because it's like a local transfer and not like you're
Yeah.
transferring between things.
Yeah, it'd be a local transfer. I just wish I could just use the normal link.
Oh
cable
yeah.
is all.
Will it just actually not run? Like it just refuses to?
It's not supported.
Are you serious? Bruh.
I have a 1063 gigabyte. I don't have enough VRAM for VR. I require at
Oh.
least.
Yeah, it's hard to get around that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Even if I do it, it'd stutter.
It says it will work, but barely. It's not supported, but you can turn everything down.
Yeah, I could do it, but it's not gonna run well at all. It's
Mhm.
gonna look like shit. And honestly, VR needs to look at least decent performance-wise.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you get a headache. So,
No, most things, if it's not running at a clean 60, you start to get nauseous.
yeah.
That's my experience. If as long as it's running smooth normally, it's fine. But as soon as it starts to jitter, as soon as it breaks,
Yeah.
I get really nauseous.
Yeah. One thing I do hope happens soon, I still have a lot of money from just saving it up over time, and I should be getting my paycheck this Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So, depending on how much money I get from my paycheck, which should be a lot because it's 2 weeks worth.
Yeah.
And I worked a lot throughout the week, the last 2 weeks. I already worked 14 hours this week, and I did at least 20 or so hours last week. 20, probably 3 to 24 hours last week. So I should get a decent
wow.
amount of money this week.
Yeah.
Paycheck. Hopefully it goes through, but
Mm-hmm.
I should have lots of money. So, seeing where I am after that, I might be able to maybe find like a decent listing on Best Buy.
I wonder what
Decent
cards
result.
are on Best Buy right now. I'm in Newegg actually.
Good luck on Newegg.
I think what?
Good luck on Newegg. I don't think I've seen a lot of Newegg. Right now, when I'm looking at Best Buy, is either a 1650, or if it's not a 1650, it's over $1,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like everything
I
was
mean,
sold out.
you get a
That's how bad it's
2060 for
gotten.
700. Well, that's a
Huh?
lot. You can get a 2060 for 700.
That's a lot of money for just a 2060.
Yeah, it is. It is so awful.
Silicon shortage, as well as as well as companies just making poor decisions.
Yeah. Looking at you, Nvidia. Fuck you.
That was shit. I heard AMD has a similar situation as well. I'm not entirely sure about.
Why?
Yeah.
$2,000 for a 2080 Ti.
The thing I'm looking at right now is a matter of I cannot get a graphics card by itself. It'd have to be a pre-built. If I want a new PC, it has to be pre-built. There's no other options.
GTX 1660 is costs double what I paid for the whole pre-built.
Yeah.
What the hell?
There's 1660 Supers I can get with a build.
Mm.
I found this one on Newegg. It's $900 and it has an i5 10400F,
Mm-hmm.
a 660 Super, and 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Mm. Mm. That's pretty good. That's
Sounds
so
okay.
expensive.
Yeah.
What's your
It's very
price range for graphics cards?
Whatever I can use that I can actually play Half-Life Alyx on.
That's not a price range.
For just graphics cards,
Yeah.
$300 to $200,
Oh wow.
maybe $400 if I really
This
am
300,
desperate and have a
400.
lot of money at the moment. But the problem is I'm not going to find a graphics card by itself. I have to find a pre-built.
You could
So
pick
it's
up.
more so a matter of what's my range on pre-builts.
You could pick up a 1650, but that's like that's
I'm
not
not
a
buying
high end card for 400. It's not a high end card for $400.
I want to get something I'll at least somewhat notice a difference with.
Yeah,
A 1060 with 1650. I'm pretty sure it's actually less powerful.
a 1650, really?
Someone told me it's less powerful
Bruh, why is it going for $400 then?
because everyone's scalping and taking advantage of a destroyed market. Because people
Why?
suck. Yeah, no, you can't find a graphics card by itself. It has to be a pre-built.
Are you
That's the
just
only
gonna
one
give in
I'm
and buy a
saying.
pre-built?
I mean, there are some okay pre-builts that I can upgrade. Like this one from Newegg looks upgradable.
Looks and is.
I
Are.
mean, mine doesn't look upgradable, so
Yeah.
I was right about that. And honestly, the thing about the PC market at the moment, it's just graphics cards. Everything else is completely available.
Yeah.
Literally every other part is available. So I could just buy a shitty
hurts.
pre-built, take the parts apart, and I don't know if I needed because what I'm looking at right now, I literally would just need a new motherboard.
Oh yeah.
That's like all I would need to replace, and I don't mind that too much. I can put a new motherboard in there.
It's so dumb everything that's happening with the market right now.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
just a combination of a bunch of people being stupid at the same time. What is
Yeah.
this?
I'm trying to figure out with this motherboard if it looks normal or not. Because it's got the 12-pin connector on the side.
It looks
It also has
relatively
the
normal.
ones at the bottom. Not really sure what those do.
The
assume
RAM
those are
is
just random
scarily
things. I think
close
that's
to the GPU.
the fan.
No, the RAM.
Oh,
Like they're like touching.
oh yeah, they're very close. That's odd. Well, I don't really care.
But I mean, it looks.
it looks like an
pretty
okay
decent
build.
pre-build.
It looks like a decent build.
There are
I'm
any
pretty sure those wires at the bottom are just pieces.
If there are
Like-
any computers in chat that want to. Yeah, any computers in chat that want to come diss on your fellow computer, it'd be helpful. Does it say what motherboard it is?
That's the problem. They usually don't.
I would try and stray away from things that don't tell you what the
They're
motherboard is.
never gonna tell me what the motherboard is.
Why? That's an essential part.
It's not something most pre-builts don't tell you what the motherboard is because that's usually what they cheap out on. Oh, it does. Nice. Thank you, Newegg.
Yeah, Newegg is a good site for it being insightful.
Motherboard is the motherboard is an Intel B460M.
V460M?
B460M.
B460M. What the fuck?
500-watt power supply. I mean, these are things that can change later.
Recommended consumer price $300. Or not 330. I think this is wrong. I think I'm looking at the wrong thing. Huh.
This is probably the best deal I've seen thus far, honestly.
How much it cost?
It's $900. It's on sale right now.
What do you get for
It's
it?
usually
Like
$1,000.
CPU and GPU wise?
1660 Super, an i5 10400F.
$900. $900 for a 1660 Super.
That's the best you can get right now. This is the best deal on the market at the current moment.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
This
I wonder what those
sucks.
PC elitist people are like right now. Going, I have the best things. It's not that hard to get a PC. You just have to sell your fucking kidney and perform a satanic ritual.
Just sell your fucking kidney, dude. It's not that hard.
My problem is, even if I had enough money, I'd probably be out of luck because I don't want to buy from scalpers.
Yeah. It's gonna be quite a long time until the market just fixes itself.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite the while before anything gets better. So, if I do get a new computer anytime soon, it's probably gonna be a 1660 Super.
I don't know. That sounds like such an awful deal.
It's worse than yours, isn't it? You have a TI.
It's like ever so slightly worse. You might get a
Yeah.
better CPU though.
Oh, I definitely would. I was actually gonna get a 10400F, so that's not too different. The only difference about that computer to the one I was gonna build is probably the motherboard, and the
I wish
graphics card.
I wish they would just tell us when they were going to restock it. Huh.
Well, the problem is we're out of silicon.
Yeah.
I don't know what the silicon.
Oh my god.
restocking is.
Well, there was actually a really interesting initiative that I saw recently. Did you remember how I keep talking about Linus Tech Tips?
Yeah.
Well, he's working with some of the graphics cards companies and some of the CPU companies and doing like background checks on people to make sure that they are gamers and like only selling to gamers. And it's like a whole initiative to where
no.
he only sells to gamers, and it's a whole program. He hasn't done it yet, like it's not started up yet, but he showed the graphics cards and stuff, and he was like, this is a complete initiative where we are only going to sell to gamers. And I was like, that's really cool. Until I heard the amount of graphics cards that they had. I'm pretty sure that they said that they were gonna have like 30 graphics cards.
Well, 3 whole GPUs?
30.
30 whole GPUs. Oh boy.
Oh my god. Woohoo! I really hope I got that wrong, because if not, that is just awful. Like, oh my god.
He has like 1 million just in his house. I mean, 3 days ago he made an all-white gaming PC. He literally opens the video by flexing on us with his RTX 3090 and being like, "Look, guys, look how powerful this is. Too bad it doesn't fucking exist for you."
But I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember what it. Gamer Initiative. I don't remember what he's calling it.
There's Jay's 2 cents. He talks about PC stuff. He actually is honest about it, though. He's like, these are really cool graphics cards, but let's be real. NVIDIA made 2 of them. Good luck buying this.
Yeah.
You're not going to. There's none.
You like buying
No
this.
graphics cards. Nvidia won't make any.
What was the clip that I saw? I can't find it. But
I
there.
could buy everything I need for my computer
Oh, yeah.
right now for
LTT.
$900, but I wouldn't have a graphics card is the problem.
Mhm. It's so dumb. So why do they need silicon specifically?
I'm pretty sure silicon is. Let's see. Let me look up what silicon is first. It's like a metal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, silicon's the metal they use.
I thought it was type of plastic, but it might be metal.
Um, let me look at it. It's probably a bunch of things in there,
Yeah.
but it's probably part of the metal that they use for the GPUs.
Yeah.
Because if I look up actual silicon, it looks like a metal to me. Like very reflective, probably the type of metal that they build the.
Oh, okay.
actual-
That's not what I thought it would look like.
Yeah, that's probably what they make the actual chips out of, the like actual GPU itself.
Yeah.
Out of.
That makes sense.
So that's why it's so hard to get any.
And there's not like an alternative.
I don't think there is.
That's crazy.
Not an easy one.
Yeah, they have to do a major downgrade. Yeah, 3060 Ti Quarantine Edition, made with wood.
He's gonna be made of like quartz or something, some sort of weird quartz type.
It would be insane if just some random guy stepped out of the woodworks and made a really fucking good GPU. That would be the best.
Yeah,
That would be
great.
the best timeline, is if someone just came out of the woodworks and found a really stupid good alternative and made like a really good
Yeah.
CPU. Just some
That would be
random guy
great.
on the internet.
There's some guy there is like, hey guys, I actually made it out of like aluminum.
I made it out of aluminum and wood sap, but it can run Half-Life Alyx,
I think the only alternative would be like gold.
and that would be
What? Quantum computing, nanomagnetic logic. I don't.
Dude, why is there a silicon shortage?
I don't know. That's the weird thing. I'm not really sure what caused that.
Why is there a
Mechanical
silicon chip
because of
shortage?
all
Three
forms.
factors are to blame. COVID, limited manufacturing, and the U.S.-China trade war. That's what they say.
That makes sense. Manufacturing issues, then.
It
That's
is
why there's so little
literally
silicon.
like 2/3 of the reasons are COVID.
Explain a lot.
So it'll suck if we can't get new graphics card until COVID ends. I don't know why Nvidia acted like. I don't know why Nvidia released like 4 new graphics cards during quarantine. That was definitely a good idea.
And acted like they were gonna have a bunch of sales and be like, "Look, guys, we're here for the gamers. We're gonna make 12 graphics cards."
Sorry,
Wow.
we gave the rest to Linus Tech Tips.
Or Bitcoin miners. Here you go, guys. Oh, also scalpers.
Yeah, we held
gotta
hands out to at Goodwills, and we only notified Bitcoin miners.
Mhm. And scalpers. We gotta help scalpers. I mean, that's our number one market of fucking.
Oh
people
my
over.
god, yeah, I can't forget about the scalpers, dude. They make us so much goddamn money. Holy shit.
There is actually something interesting that somebody posed a question about.
Yes.
And it's sort of related to this, but not necessarily.
Uh-huh.
should the new consoles have been delayed?
Um,
Because it's a very interesting question. Genuinely, should they have been delayed?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Cause even though we're frustrated with not being able to get the consoles, at least at least some people can get the consoles, you know? Like at least it's out there. I feel like it's better to have the gamer rage be kind of justified than have a bunch of whiny gamers being like, "We know it's done. Why don't you release it?"
Well, there's another issue I also thought of. So once you get the console, and now you have it,
Oh, huh.
now what?
There's nothing to play.
Yeah, that's the second
Yeah,
issue. There's not a lot of games for the PS5 because they
yeah.
can't really focus on the PS5 games yet because nobody really has any
You
PS5.
play like
Nobody-
Spider-Man's. You play like Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and like the Sackman game, and like that's it.
Yeah,
After that, there's like nothing.
this
I mean,
Miles
there's a
Morales
bunch of
and
indie games, but it's not like indie
PC.
games are gonna be PS5 optimized.
No. There's not a lot of reason to really go out and buy a PS5 at the moment, is all.
The only reason to go buy a PS5 right now is if you don't have a PS4.
Yeah. So
Which, as a
I think that's a
PS4
tough
owner,
thing
I
to-
do not want a PS5.
I think that's one of the things that kind of makes me think maybe they should have delayed it because honestly, there's nothing really to play, and it's kind
Oh,
of.
you think they should have waited until they had more things to release?
I think they should have waited until two factors. I think they should have waited until they could actually meet the supply and demand, and for there to be more games. Because at the moment, there's very little games, and they kind of are at a situation where they can't release a lot of games. Because if they do, they're
Yeah.
not going to get a lot of purchases. Because most people have either scalped their console or got very, very lucky.
Oh yeah.
Their user base is very different from their sales. Their console sales don't match their user base. Remember, Sony's selling the console at a loss here.
Mm-hmm.
They've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars from the scalpers.
Oh
alone
yeah.
because no one's actually buying their games, and they
Yeah.
can't make games because no one really has the console.
Yeah.
So, and if you do,
I hate Scalper.
there's like 2 games to buy.
This is like the
So,
perfect disaster year. Like this, not even
Yeah.
this, not even just this year. Just like this and last year were like the perfect disaster years.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
everything's just gone wrong. I mean, it's getting bad too with like the amount of shortages of consoles and games and such. I remember during Christmas, the Switch was difficult to get. You couldn't even get your hands on a Switch.
Oh yeah.
It's been out for years.
Uh-huh.
You couldn't grab one.
I
No one
walked
had
into
me.
I walked into a Target the other day and saw that Quest 2 were in stock and was genuinely stumped.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe my eyes. That and the DualShock 5 controllers, I was like, how is this possible? Or the DualSense.
No, I've seen DualSense. I've seen a lot of those, but
I
no
haven't.
consoles.
I
I've
don't
never seen
know.
PS5. Ah, I've never seen a PS5 in the store though.
I haven't.
Yeah, I don't think they even put them in stores.
Oh yeah, I don't. I think that would be very big mistake.
Yeah, they just need to have better online buying choices, or if they do put them
Oh,
in
yeah.
stores, have just like a line with like at least regulations in place.
Mm-hmm.
Like have a distance.
Maybe they
line
should
with,
make
like,
multiple websites instead of you all just buying it from one website, so the one website doesn't fucking cry, doesn't fucking break down every time a PS5 releases.
maybe have some bot checks for once.
Oh yeah, bot checks are nice. You know what's absolutely insane? I follow accounts that send me notifications literally every time a PS5 is in stock anywhere. Yet,
Mm.
and this happens like 3 or 4 times a day. Not 3 or 4, like
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Mm.
So it's pretty good, but it's you still can't get a hold of it. Like,
Well,
even
yeah,
though
one.
it still comes in stock so often, you still can't get a hold of it. I know Don's been trying for a stupid amount of time. We've been waiting through the stupid goddamn PlayStation queues. I mean, the PlayStation queues are better than literally anything else any other website is doing right now. So I can't complain about it, but we've been waiting through all the queues, and he still hasn't been able to pick one up, and it sucks.
GPUs are the same way. I have to follow like 12 accounts. I did see one guy build a bot just to buy one GPU.
Are you serious?
Coded his own bot so that he could just buy one GPU so he could have a GPU. Thing I've ever seen anyone use a bot for.
Is he selling the bot? I bet people are using that now. Oh, wonderful.
No, he actually listed. I didn't check. I just know we used it.
All right, Ape, we gotta learn how to write bots now so we can buy one GPU.
If you want to build a computer, you also have to learn how to code an entire bot process just to buy a GPU.
If you want to build a computer, you have to already have a computer.
Yeah, you do.
Oh my god.
I hope it gets better, but it's just this is the worst market we've had in years. This is the worst GPU ever been.
It is actually incredible how messed up the gaming market is right now.
Yeah, it's not even entirely just COVID. A good number of these things are just a direct result of corporate greed and complete lack of
Oh yeah.
A lot of this is directly their faults. Nintendo's whole everyone starting to hate them didn't happen because of COVID. It happened because Nintendo was being Nintendo.
And now people have the time and energy to pay attention to Nintendo being Nintendo.
Yeah. There is one interesting thing though about Nintendo that was happened recently. I don't. Who's the current president of Nintendo? I don't remember his name. Furukawa.
John Nintendo.
Furukawa actually said a really interesting quote, and I'm just gonna paraphrase here because I'm not gonna look up the actual quote, but you can find it on Nintendo Life. There's an article about it. You know how we've gone over how companies do this weird thing where they get cocky after a while.
Yeah.
They think they can do no wrong and they, just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Furukawa actually acknowledged that.
Okay, what did he have to say on it?
He just said that it's a thing that happens, and he was like, Nintendo knows this as a direct result of the Wii U. We got cocky with the Wii. We stopped making games. We put out the Wii U, assuming it would sell well regardless, and it failed miserably, and we nosedived because of it. That's his exact word there. He specifically said nosedive, not just slight altercation. Full-on nosedive failure. And his current thing he said about is how they're viewing the Switch right now is they're saying that they're viewing the Switch as a live or die situation with every single year. That every single year the Switch is out is a live or die for them, and that he acknowledges that they could fade into obscurity in a minute.
Oh my god.
They could become
hard did the Wii U hit them?
Any minute. Huh?
How hard did the Wii U hit them?
Do you not remember the Wii U years? The Wii U was one of Nintendo's greatest failures.
I think it is their greatest failure, but I didn't know it was such a detriment to them.
The Virtual Console's pretty bad, but
Virtual Console was pretty bad, but the Virtual Console wasn't their main system that generation.
Yeah, we use their greatest failure. No, it hit them bad.
Oh.
Remember, during the Wii U era, it was not only an underpowered console with barely any third-party support, there were also barely any Nintendo titles releasing at the time. The ones that did release kind of sucked and weren't what people wanted. And it was overpriced. And no one knew what it was. Because their marketing was terrible. I mean, you gotta remember, this was the time Nintendo got to the point where they had to actually cut the pay of the people at the top because they had so little funding from the Wii U's failures. Which I still respect to this day, their choice to actually cut their own pay at the top instead of cutting other people's pays.
Yeah.
But no, the Wii U was a really, really bad moment in Nintendo's history. As big a success the Switch is as bad of a failure the Wii U is.
Oh.
So, like how well the Switch is doing right now, if you were to make the opposite of that, that's the Wii U. I mean, the Switch did outsell it in a year. It outsold the Wii U's lifetime sales in 1 year. Wii U was really bad. It was a direct result of Nintendo's poor decisions.
Ugh.
So it's nice that Furukawa actually acknowledges the trend of companies getting cocky and not doing
yeah.
a lot, and then being like, "No, we're gonna try not to do that." I don't quite know if the actions of Nintendo necessarily prove that, but it's nice that they at least know of it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice that they acknowledge it and try not to, supposedly. So, I found that interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting because I always thought after everything Nintendo's done, I always thought I was always really mad at them because most of it was most of the reason why I was so unfiltered when I went to them, when I went off on them, was because I was like, they are one of the biggest gaming companies right now, and I don't know if anything could bring them off their Switch high, right?
Yeah. It's good to know that it's actually really nice and calming to know that they're aware that the Switch could fail at any minute. I'm very happy to know that the president of Nintendo, the Japanese president of Nintendo, the guy who's like really fully in charge for the most part,
Yeah.
is aware that it could fail at any minute.
Could it though?
Yeah. It could.
Could it?
It could. That's what people thought about the Wii. And then look what happened.
Yeah.
The Wii was doing good. The Wii did really good its full lifetime, even at the end when they basically stopped caring.
Huh.
But then they released the Wii U. And look what happened.
Yeah.
The Switch itself won't fail, but the Switch 2 could very much fail as a direct result of the Switch.
Yeah.
If they stop trying with the Switch 2 would be a complete disaster.
Yeah. That's
And
fair.
they'll be in that end cycle again. So it's nice to know that they acknowledge it.
I just hope that that wasn't a purely like that wasn't a purely like media move.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I don't think so. I like to think that he said that because he genuinely meant it, because I've never heard anyone else say that before industry-wise. It's usually something else.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard anyone actually acknowledge that trend before. So maybe this really is just a bad year for Nintendo. And to be fair, this year actually got a lot better as time went on.
It did.
We're getting 2 Pokemon games that are remakes.
And Pokemon Legends, people still think it looks shit, but I still think it looks really cool.
Sure, those aren't really Nintendo games as much, but at least there's that. So I'm a little less upset.
Yeah. I don't know.
It could be better. I hope this is just a result of them getting back into their groove, and that next year we have some good stuff. But
I just hope that they don't have another free Melee, because that whole thing was bullshit.
Not acknowledge that I'm still upset about. That said, not acknowledge the whole Nintendo making actually anti-consumer moves and pissing everyone off for no reason.
Like that was kind of like there is nothing that
There's no
can.
defense to that. That's just straight up a bad decision and really shitty.
Yeah, that was just straight up awful.
And if they keep that type of trend up and have it be meh, because I think that's one of the things people are so angry, as well as us being so angry at the Switch for. Normally, I wouldn't be too upset
Mm-hmm.
of Nintendo just being how awful they've been at dealing with their communities.
Yeah.
It's amplified whatever upsetness we've had at them.
Ugh. Nintendo is a very odd company.
Yeah. What's our next game from them?
Pokemon?
Pokemon?
I think so. Well, I might be wrong. It's Mario Golf.
Hmm.
I think it's Mario Golf.
Oh,
Let me look up Nintendo lineup 2021.
boy, golf.
Uh-huh. Monster Hunter Rise, I guess.
That's not a Nintendo.
Miitopia.
That's a Capcom game.
Miitopia.
Boy, the 3DS port.
Woohoo. You know, they don't actually release a game until Miitopia, and that's in May. Remember when they were like, this is gonna be Q1? And then it just straight up wasn't. Like, that was just a lie.
Yeah.
Like, Q1 of 2021, this is what we're releasing. And then they actually didn't give us any release dates for Q1.
Yeah.
Like, that was just a lie. But, yeah.
Yeah, we just got nothing.
I played Super Mario 35 for the first time, and it was good.
Hmm.
The
Yeah,
Battle
it's a-
Royale game was really interesting.
Oh, are you excited for the public execution of Mario on March 31st?
Oh my god, I can't fucking wait. I hope that they post a video about it and they just shoot Mario in the fucking face. No.
Well,
Dude, what
a
they
Mario
have to
theme
do,
park.
what they have to do is on that day, it all gets shut down, but then it all gets shut down, right? Everything gets deleted. But then they post a video about it, and fucking Luigi kills Mario, and then it just becomes the Luigi games. You got Super Luigi 64, Super Luigi Sunshine, Super Luigi Galaxy, Super Luigi 35. And that's how the games exist from now on. Mario kills his other older brother and becomes the main line protagonist. Yeah.
What if they like sort of did that though? Like they don't kill him, but like they have a whole skit where like Luigi shows up and it's like, no, it's my year now, and they do another year of Luigi.
That would be kind of funny, saying this was all released for the 35th anniversary.
Yeah, that would actually be kind of cool. Actually, does that line up?
Would that line up? Yeah, wait, would that line up with Luigi's 35th anniversary?
That actually does, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I think that does.
When did Super Mario Bros. 2 come out? No, wait, no, they came out at the same time. Luigi existed... Did he? When was he first named?
There was the year of Luigi though.
What was the year of Luigi?
It was announced the year of February 14th, 2013, to mark the 30th anniversary of Luigi's debut in the original Mario Bros. From 1983.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
2013 was the last time Luigi.
I'm very confused. Wait, was it the 35th anniversary for Mario? Was that what it was?
Maybe?
What was the anniversary? What was Mario's anniversary? Was it 40th? How old is Mario?
That was probably the 30th anniversary.
No, it was the 35th. But that doesn't make sense if Luigi's 30th anniversary was 2013.
When did Mario first appear? 1983. Did they just not have him? Was the year of Luigi just their 30th anniversary for Mario?
And they just said, screw Mario.
I think it was.
Oh my god. And they just said, screw Mario.
I think so. I think we needed a gimmick.
Okay. So this image, I'm sending it to the contacts right. This image looks so happy, right? Right? Look, he invaded or not invaded, but he's in a train, right?
Yeah.
It's funny. People are having a good time. Luigi invades the Chicago L train.
It's the train stolen.
It is stolen. He has hijacked the train.
That's very menacing. March 18th would be the wait a minute. 14th.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
But it would be genuine. Oh, hold on. It would be genuinely really funny if that's what they like. I don't think anybody would be upset if that's what they did.
Honestly, if that's what they did, and they just like released high quality remakes of everything except it's Luigi.
Except it's
mind.
Luigi. It's the same game except now it's Luigi.
Like they do a high quality remake of Mario Sunshine and Mario 64,
But the only
it's-
playable character is Luigi.
and that's their like they needed an extra year, so they just came up with the excuse of what if we just made it Luigi?
They needed an
That's always-
extra year, so they
the model.
released like the unfinished version. And then
Yeah.
now they're releasing the finished version with just Luigi.
I mean, that'd be a genius excuse.
That would be the best excuse to make a remake of anything.
Yeah.
Like that's what they did with New Super Luigi Bros. U, or not Bros, just Super
Yeah.
Luigi U. Like that was their excuse. They're just like, yeah, we're making it again because Luigi. What if that's what they do? That if they do that, I will no longer be mad about it.
Legit uploads a video to Twitter. It's like, sorry guys, we had to eliminate Mario, but here's Luigi. And they just like this, they just launch a barrage of like an onslaught of Luigi games. We get Super Luigi 64, Super Luigi Sunshine, Super Luigi Bros 2.
Super Luigi Bros 2.
There's just two Luigis.
There's two
Super
Luigis.
Galaxy 2. Super Luigi Odyssey, and that's their sequel to Mario Odyssey.
Dude, Super Luigi Odyssey.
Okay, realistically though, I think if they were to follow through with that concept, that would be what they would release on that day is Mario Odyssey 2, and it would just be Super Luigi Odyssey.
That would, yeah,
Actually,
that would actually be more interesting than if they just did Mario Odyssey 2, right?
I think that'd be a really unique take because
It would be kind
the
of
whole-
weird for Luigi's franchise though, because he kind of has his own franchise in the Mansion series.
But I could actually very much see it because this is exactly the type of thing Nintendo does.
Yeah.
They just do weird choices. Like I can almost see the trailer where it's like talking about Mario Odyssey being great, and it's like, but what was Luigi doing?
He just up in the sky with balloons. Just floating
balloons
around.
pop. He falls down, and now he's in his own game.
Oh my
That's
god.
exactly how I'm doing it. if
He
they were
falls
to.
down, gets caught by Cappy's cousin.
His cousin.
Happy's second cousin, twice removed.
Yeah, Cappy's cousin be like Hattie.
Hattie. Hattie. It's just gonna be called Beanie. Luigi Thug, Luigi Beanie. They're just gonna call him Baseball Cappy.
I really do hope that Nintendo doesn't just take these down for the sake of saying "fuck you," and that they actually have some sort of elaborate scheme planned.
Yeah, they have to have something. If they, I will be genuinely baffled if they don't have something planned for this.
They better. I'm gonna be really upset. Realistically, if they had something planned, what I could see them doing most, what I could see most likely happening, is they're gonna release a bunch for the NOS.
What does that mean?
Nintendo Online, Nintendo Switch Online,
Yeah.
NSO. NSO is what it is. They're just gonna put like they're gonna be like, here you go guys, here's 64 games on NSO, here's GameCube games on NSO, and here's a few Wii games on the eShop.
Imagine how much it would piss people off if they just released all the games for free via Nintendo Switch Online. Oh my god.
See a price markup admittedly on NSO if they did that. Like to $40 a year.
The only way, the only way that they could get away with that is if it wasn't the upscaled versions, if it wasn't the HD versions, that it was just the original games. People would lose their fucking minds if they paid for a $60 remake, and then Nintendo just goes, "It's free now."
Free now. That a year.
Destiny players be like,
I think I'm not throwing enough of Nintendo's bullshit in, so let me clarify. It would be that, but Galaxy would be cut. All of the Wii games that they launch onto the eShop would be $60 a piece.
Oh my god. Oh, it hurts, but it's true.
That's what Nintendo would do. They would put Mario Sunshine and Mario 64 on NSO, and it'd be fine and free. But Galaxy and a bunch of other really good Wii games would launch into the eShop, but they'd all be $60.
No, if we're being for real, it's just gonna be Galaxy and maybe Galaxy 2. If we're
Just be
lucky.
that.
Ugh.
It'd be whatever main title. What else is there on the Wii that was like big? It'd be the main Wii titles.
I don't know, Twilight Princess? But I don't want to
Yeah,
see
probably-
Twilight Princess released again.
If they do add Wii games to the eShop, I would love to see Pikmin. But also, I really want a remake of the first two Pikmin games.
Yeah.
I want that to happen the most. If anything were to get a remake, I really want to see them remake those two games and like a bundle. You get like a Pikmin 1 plus 2 remakes
That would be
as
cool.
one game. I really want to see those games in HD and with the upgraded visuals they can add.
Oh.
But they probably won't do that, number one. And also, I don't really care too much because I'm getting that already. Made from a bunch of fan people. Yeah. The fan community is doing that anyways, so... Whatever.
Oh yeah, I, you know, the Nintendo fan games kind of haven't sprung up as often recently, and I kind of understand why. It's because the big Nintendo overlords will fucking stomp on you, but it's kind of sad because it used to be really active.
Yeah. What I have noticed is, I think it's smaller fan game communities that do that. Like if Nintendo's mainline releasing games.
Oh yeah,
like,
smaller series are popping off right now. Again, Pikmin. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
Pikmin got like 40. Pikmin got like 5 brand new games that are announced by fans, so
Purely made.
that's cool. But bigger games, not so much, which kind of makes sense because I don't think Nintendo really cares about. Like, Nintendo's not going to lose their shit that a bunch of Pikmin fan games are launching. They don't have any Pikmin games planned. They don't care. But Mario games, they lose their shit over.
Yeah.
Go crazy and go, I'm going to annihilate you now. How dare you create a Mario fan game? Luigi.
I love this Luigi spray. Yeah,
That's mildly.
I've never seen someone in my life look so happy yet so dead. You walk into a hallway and see that at the end of the hallway.
Get like a poster board. Big stick on the door.
Sticker. I want. Oh my god! So you know those things, like you know how people will make like cardboard cutouts of people.
Mm-hmm.
I want a cardboard cutout of that and just put it in random places. Yes. But
yeah.
I hope there isn't some weird Nintendo bullshit. It would actually be really cool if they did do the whole Luigi thing. That would actually be kind of funny.
Honestly love that. I would be completely okay with them publicly executing Mario if we got a bunch of Luigi games as a result.
We just get a Mario horror skit. No, we get Luigi Mansion prequel, and we find out that Luigi trapped Mario in the painting, so he could get his own game.
I think so puts out like a little skit, and the Mario one doesn't do it. Sketch. I'm sorry. It just looks fine. I can see Nintendo doing like a skit, or it's like they're trying to trick us by like Mario looks like really upset. Everything's dark, and Mario's like creeping into a hallway. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then they just go like they surprise us, and it's just Nintendo. It's just Mario goes up to Luigi. Is like, hey, look, it's the second year of Luigi.
That would be really cool.
I
mean, it would kind of.
They
don't even have to have a good excuse for it. They could just be like,
No.
"Oh, player 1 had his year, now it's time for player 2," right?
Yeah.
Like,
if that's their big twist, I would be completely okay with it.
I would be absolutely fine with that. Would be so genuinely creative. If the
That
next
would be
mainline
great.
Mario, although I wouldn't be complained if all the mainline Mario games were just Luigi from now on. I love Luigi.
No, it'd be like a year thing. I don't think it'd be like a
No, it wouldn't be a full-on thing. I'm
wouldn't
just saying I'm very biased.
But no, I think that'd be really interesting if they just did a year of Luigi 2.
I can't wait to
Alright,
get
here you
Super
go, guys.
Luigi Party. Okay, this one does it.
Let's do it.
Oh my god.
Nintendo after they try to relaunch Nintendo after they try to re-release Earthbound, but realized the ROM website they were gonna get the ROM from was taken down by them.
You sent me that before.
Now what do I do?
Oh my god. The website that they were gonna get they took down the website they were gonna get the Earthbound ROM from. Oh my god.
Honestly, they probably have a bunch of the ROMs backed up though.
They probably backed it up from MU Paradise.
Yeah, they probably just stole at MU Paradise.
That's probably what they did when they shut them down. They were like, okay, so you have to take all these things down. Before you do, I need you to send us all your files. They're like, why? It's because it's copyright material. You can't have that. So send it to us. We need it. We need it.
Yeah, we need it. John, get like 20 hard drives ready.
Dude, we got it. We got them. Freaking idiots. We got the ROMs.
We got all the ROMs.
I can't wait to release. I can't wait till we release these in 3 years. Oh, what a fucking idiot! Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope something fun happens on March 31st, and they aren't just genuinely going to just delist things, and that's it.
That it would sound like a Nintendo thing if they did a fun thing instead of just delisting it, because this was really out of
Yeah.
character for Nintendo.
Yeah,
It was really
delisting.
weird.
They better do something fun and
Although they
ridiculous.
did a lot of anti-consumer things recently, and they're not normally anti-consumer. No, that's not true. They're not normally outwardly anti-consumer.
So I
They're
hope
kind of like
something
Apple.
fun- Yeah, they're kind of like Apple. They screw you over, but at least their products are okay.
Yeah.
It's weird that do something that actively affects their products.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine something's planned. I hope.
Yeah, they were
But we'll
like
see.
Apple until the whole free Melee thing came over, which was really weird. Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah.
It was like
Well-
if Steve Jobs came back to life and took away everyone's iPods. It was really weird.
It was weird. It's very strange that they
Yeah.
did that. It was annoying too, but yeah.
It was really weirdly out of character. I don't know if it's because of new management or whatever, but it was really weird.
Yeah, I'm going to have a slight shred of hope that Nintendo has something planned. Also, I think it'd be really funny if someone had a live stream that's counting down the days until Mario's execution.
Is that not a thing?
It probably exists. Let me look.
Oh, wait. Days until Mario dies. That's not it. Days until March 31st, 2020. There's a lot of days memeing the day, but there's nothing counting down the days, dude.
I can't believe there's no live stream. Someone should put that up themselves.
We gotta do it. It's gonna be a business. It's gonna be so good. We're gonna make so much money.
We actually could. It could actually be the bit.
Days until Mario dies, or seconds
I-
until Mario
One of us
dies.
could just make a YouTube account that just like has a video that counts down.
Mm-hmm.
Do those preview videos and just have like a really stupid little skit video of Mario just getting shot,
Oh my god! As soon as
and just have it preview from now until the 31st.
oh my god, it's on the day they just Mario dies.
Yeah,
Oh,
on that exact date.
that'd be one hell of a VOD. Just like a 15-day long VOD.
Yeah.
Wait, hold. Oh, wait, okay. So last thing, do you have anything left?
I think I'm out of topics.
I'm-
I don't know
I'm
what
out.
happened this week. And I don't really care to
Yeah.
know what happened.
I mean, there was the Bethesda thing.
Oh yeah, that was neat. I'll acknowledge that for a few seconds. But all of the Bethesda games are now on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I hope I can mod them, but I don't know if I can. There's no real reason to play Skyrim if you can't mod it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I regret buying it on my Switch still.
And I know at least I know Fallout 76 was moddable because I downloaded Fallout 76, and you know what's funny about that? Fallout 76 is actually broken if you don't install it onto your local C drive.
Oh,
It just genuinely
that's-
doesn't work. And
that's not surprising.
the only reason is because there's one file missing from the documents folder. One file that you can get from the original game files, but you have to enable modding in order to do it because Windows doesn't allow you to edit Game Pass game files. But it took me like
Wow.
half an hour to figure that out.
Hmm.
But it's like one file is missing and it's unplayable.
How do I enable modding?
The games that you can enable modding on, there will be a 3 dots by the play button.
Ah, let me look. can tell you.
I'm opening Game Pass, but it takes a hella long time. What about Doom Eternal? Doom Eternal's not one of them. Goat Simulator? Seriously? Final Fantasy VII? What? What games are mod compatible? I don't know, actually.
Is
Celeste?
Skyrim?
I'm not gonna download Skyrim.
I never played Skyrim with mods. I barely played Skyrim.
Oh, I've played Skyrim, but I didn't like it.
I've played it. I didn't like it either. That's why I want to mod it. Make it a different game.
I want to not play. I want to play it while not playing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to play Skyrim, but with good combat.
Yeah, but what will happen is when you install the game, you can. There'll be a 3 dots if you can mod it. Like you probably look up games that you can mod on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
What?
76 you said modding abilities, right?
Huh?
You said Fallout 76 can have modding.
Yeah. Doesn't make it a good
That's what-
game, but you can still mod
It
it.
doesn't make it a good game, but you can mod it.
I was gonna play it with Aiden,
Mm.
and then we played 10 minutes of it and said this is shit, and they got a refund.
I mean, yeah, it's Fallout 76. This isn't a good game.
No, but we thought it
This
would be
game's
decent. I mean, and it comes natively with the NPC characters now, so it actually has a story.
Oh boy.
But it doesn't make it a good game.
Oh. I'm sure I'm glad they added the bare minimum.
Oh yeah, woohoo!
It still sucks. I bet they're not are they interesting characters, or is it just Fallout 4 again, where it's like,
No, I don't
help!
know.
I need you to insert quest here.
Oh, the version of Skyrim on Xbox Game Pass is moddable, but with limits. Okay.
Why limits? That's what makes the modding thing fun without limits.
Yeah.
I still don't like the fact that with Game Pass in the app, you can't access your files easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that just kind of ruins it.
Yeah. Oh, and also, it's kind of weird that Nexus, like, I don't dislike Nexus, but they kind of
Yeah.
have a monopoly on all Bethesda mods. And it's kind of annoying because their platform is kind of shit.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of not fun to use
Mm.
when you just want fun mods and and their search engine is awful and so is their download speed and so
Yeah.
is everything organizationally. Their website makes me very angry. But I mean, it's whatever. I still get to play the mods.
Yeah.
It's never a good thing when one company or representative or anything just has complete control over something or just has the best thing to the point where there's no other options. As we've developed this entire podcast.
Really good.
What?
Modded Skyrim looks really good.
Does it? I mean, Skyrim isn't a bad looking game if you don't account for the players, but I think the only way I'd play Skyrim is if I downloaded the VR version. But the stupid thing is, the VR version of the Bethesda's games are just completely different versions that you have to that run on the exact same engine. You can install the exact same mods. You can do exactly the same everything, but they still make you pay $60 just to play it in VR.
Mm-hmm.
But game companies really know how to scam people.
Yeah. Here, look at this. This doesn't look like Skyrim. It'll load.
No, why would it load? It's Skyrim. Oh, wait, what? No, this doesn't look like Skyrim. This looks like fucking... I don't know.
This is what I want Skyrim to be. This is what I'm gonna buy
Go
it to
play,
be if I can.
play Dark Souls.
Ignore the lag. I don't think that's actual lag. That's just my internet sucks. There we go.
You should see if there's any Skyrim multiplayer mods, because I would play Skyrim multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
I should tell Aiden that Skyrim's on Xbox Game Pass because they wanted to play that with me, but I didn't own it and I wasn't willing to pay for it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't even Skyrim anymore. Look at those
That's really
visuals.
cool. The blood splatters are kind of not great, but
That was just jelly. It was just like.
this doesn't
It's
look like. This
Kool-Aid.
does not look like Skyrim. What the hell?
Oh. So that's neat.
That is neat. Let me look up
So that's
Skyrim.
what I'll try to do if I can mod it. But yeah, they better have very good mod support for the Bethesda games because honestly, you don't play them for anything else. Also, it's not just Bethesda games; it's anything Bethesda had their like hands in. It's not just them, like games they developed. There's like Prey on here and such.
Oh. No. Sorry, I looked up Skyrim multiplayer mods, and apparently that if it's not natively supported, that they said that if the version that they use on Xbox Game Pass just doesn't natively support the mod, they aren't going to go out of their way to support it. Because
sucks.
it just sounds, it's too much effort to go out and support. Because it says, because Microsoft pushed a whole bunch of random restrictions on the things you get from them, and it's really fucking stupid.
Just make the things accessible.
Like, you aren't, and I don't care if this is an anti-piracy measure. You actually can't change any of the files of the games that you download. I don't know if it's through Xbox Game Pass or if it's through Microsoft Store, but you legitimately can't edit the files. You're just not allowed. Like, your PC physically does not give you permission. And it's really stupid.
It's really dumb.
It's so
like, I wanted to start Final Fantasy VII. I was like, I want to mod this. I want to play this in a more interesting way. Can't.
No. And I might pick up Skyrim if it's ever on sale, just so I can play that. That sounds kind of fun.
You can actually mod it.
Oh, wait. But Skyrim is...
That's the game you mod on.
Yeah.
Like, I bought it on the Switch, and I regret that still to this day. It's boring.
It's... unless you just absolutely love
really
Skyrim
like
to the bottom of your heart, then it's
But
not
if you're
worth
not
it.
like a big Skyrim or Oblivion, if you're not an Elder Scrolls fan,
No, Siri. I'm not
Not
gonna
Elder
repeat it.
you don't care. I just wanted to mod the game at this point, so
Yeah.
maybe when it's on the second day.
I mean, I'll check it out and see how moddable it is. See it with the compatibility, if there's any compatibility issues. If it's just the Bethesda store modding crap, like that's all they allow you to do, because there is built-in modding in some of the games. But if it's just that, then I would say no, it is not worth it.
Oh.
Because, I mean, you're getting it for free, so I can't say it's not worth it. But,
Getting it for free, though, because you have to pay for Game Pass.
you do have to pay for Game Pass. That is true.
Yeah. Don't get Game Pass for it. Unless you just want to play the normal game. Which, honestly, if you just want to play normal Skyrim or Fallout on there, I still don't suggest it, because Skyrim and just basically any game Bethesda themselves made isn't going to run well without mods.
Just saying, all you need to know is that, there was the whole joke that when you download Fallout 76, it had a glitch that it would uninstall itself and install Skyrim onto your hard drive. The fact that was legitimately in the realm of possibility, like that was a believable thing that Bethesda could have done, is all that needs to be said for the bugginess of their games.
From a saying about Bethesda they put out a game and then the fans finish it is genuinely true.
Oh yeah, no, it is unbelievable.
no Bethesda game in years has released actually fully finished.
And their games are iconic. Just iconic. Like Skyrim, New Vegas, Fallout 3, iconic
Vegas is
games.
Game Obsidian made that.
Published by Bethesda. Those were all games. Those were all.
They don't actually have New Vegas.
They don't actually own New Vegas?
New Vegas isn't on the list of games they added.
Yeah.
I
They didn't
noticed
add
that. They
Doom
don't have-
2016 either.
They didn't? I
No.
thought
They added Doom 1, 2, and 3.
What the fuck? Why?
I don't know.
It's odd. That
It
one's
is
really
odd.
weird. I don't understand that one at all. I kind of understand not having New Vegas because they didn't really make it. That was partnered with Obsidian.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was really weird.
Microsoft owns Obsidian.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm not sure why that happened.
Wait.
Microsoft people who made that game. Why is that Game Pass?
The people who made the game and the people who published it are both under Microsoft right now. What the hell?
Why is it? Maybe
Wait.
it's too buggy. Maybe it's too buggy.
Maybe it's not on the Microsoft store. Maybe they don't let. I don't think they put games on Game Pass that aren't on the Microsoft store natively.
Maybe that would make sense. It could also just be that it's way too buggy.
I couldn't imagine why. No, that's a lie.
You could definitely imagine why.
I could
that
100%
game crashed.
imagine why.
Existing.
That game crashes when you alt tab.
It does.
It does. It consistently crashes when you alt tab. It is absolutely ridiculous. Well, I think that's all I had.
Yeah, I think that's all I have too.
Cool, I'm gonna go play
This was a-
Doom 3. No.
Actually, yeah. No.
No. This was a fun episode. Yeah, I had a good time. We took a couple podcasts off, and I think we're having a good time.
Yeah.
Episode 40. Holy shit. Good times, good times. I think that's all I have. Is that all you got? I'm gonna segue out then.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Okay. Well, I hope everyone had a good night. I hope everyone. You do it.
I hope everyone had a good night. Podcast is ending now. We'll maybe see you next week. I've been very busy with work, but I should be potentially less busy than usual.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be on Saturdays anymore. It'll just be at some point throughout the week. So
It'll probably, hopefully, be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one of the 3 days.
Wow.
If I had to guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Work kind of messed things up.
near the end of the week.
Near the end of the
Maybe.
week. We'll announce it. We might start
Yeah.
announcing the days that we do it. Like, on the days.
Yeah.
So it's not just as...
Mm-hmm.
So, like, maybe around, like, 5 p.m. we'll be like, we're doing it today.
Mhm.
That probably sounds like a good compromise. Anyways, that's all.
Yeah.
Hope everyone has a good night.